YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
Today we'll be talking about season 1 of The Flash, episode 12.
Crazy for you.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what the episode was called.
Well, if that's how you feel.
Because I'm crazy for you. It's an 80s song by Madonna.
Probably one of the many reasons I don't actually listen to her.
I like that song from her. Moving on.
I don't know if I liked that part of it. Okay.
It's a nice song.
Okay, let's see. So, The Flash.
Yeah.
Episode 12. I was like, wait, okay.
I don't really understand why it's called Crazy for You if Barry and Linda didn't get it on.
Right? Like in the preview? I mean, she was topless.
That preview was apparently for the next episode, not for last night's episode. Like next week's episode.
Well, that one wasn't on
because
TV.
she's going to be on 12 and 13, and she's going to be on some others after that. So she has like a bunch, like 5 or 6 episodes she's on or something. I don't know. But I mean, I guess they were using that to kind of introduce her and then show what was going to happen or something. I don't know. But anyway, that stuff didn't happen in last night's episode.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand.
There's no couch scene where she's topless.
And they were all saying, "Oh, this episode is about relationships." Well,
okay.
I don't really see how it was about relationships.
I saw the father-son relationship, but that was like it.
We didn't really get that many Barry Joe scenes last night.
Not Joe.
I know, Barry and Henry and his dad, but, his dad, I mean. But we didn't, I mean, okay, I guess you could say that was about relationships because of the whole Barry-Caitlin thing.
No. It was about giving up on
it was about giving up on relationships.
Not giving up on relationships as a whole, but on a relationship you know probably won't happen.
True.
But, I mean, really, I think there is a way to save Ronnie. She's just assuming that Ronnie is gone forever.
Yeah.
Just because Stein is inhabiting his body.
There is a way to save him.
Well, there has to be. I mean, otherwise he won't really be the Chief Firestorm.
Well, I mean, if I can go into this right now. But anyway, in the promo for next week, it's called The Nuclear Man. And we get to see this stuff with Ronnie and Martin Stein and everything.
Right, I remember that commercial. The preview.
Well, I don't know if they showed this part of it in the one they showed on TV. I don't think they did. But I watched the extended trailer, which was on CW channel on YouTube.
Where he is topless?
Yeah. And he was, like, sitting down on something in Star Labs, and he mentioned some, like, location that he remembered. And
yeah, that wasn't on there.
And Caitlin's like, that's where Ronnie proposed to me. So, like, he remembers stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on the preview, all we got of him remembering stuff that wasn't his was, sometimes I have memories that are not my own.
Yeah, and then he tells Caitlin that he, like, remembers his place, and she's like, that's where he proposed to me. So, he has these memories of Ronnie.
So, next week, Caitlin will probably figure out, Ronnie's not really dead, he's just locked away.
So, sorry for all the people that got all their Snowberry stuff last night, but no.
Right, it's not happening.
It's still not happening. I don't care what people say.
And the people who stop watching just because it's happening right now, like, I mean, metaphorically happening, like, in the other people's eyes.
The reason that he did all that stuff for Caitlin was because he cares about her. And because he's a hero.
And he did not sneak a peek. He is a gentleman.
Yeah, even though he said that line, well, a hero deserves one, or something like that.
That's what she said. Sorry. I did not.
Oh my gosh!
I did not mean that. That's not what Caitlin said. I'm too tired to stop laughing.
I can stop laughing! Oh my god!
Okay. That's not what Caitlin said.
Breathe.
Okay. What were we talking about? Something about sneaking a peek or something?
No, I was saying that he said, like, she's like, you deserve to see them or whatever. And he's like, well, being a hero, like, I think that something like that.
He said something along the lines of a hero wouldn't do that. You know,
I don't remember.
I wouldn't be a hero if I did that.
Oh, okay.
Something along that.
Something along those lines.
And she's like, well, you deserve a little peek, you know.
But she was drunk, so.
Yeah. You know, I think he should have brought that up instead of the song they sang when, like, she got embarrassed when she walked into Star Labs and they were talking about that night and whatever. He should have brought up Heroes Deserve a Peek.
Oh, and I just also
instead of the song.
He should have. And I just wanted to point out, too, that, like, you know, when she comes walking into the bar and she's got that dress on and he's all looking at her. Like, of course, he's a guy. He would notice when a woman is dressed nice, okay?
Yeah.
But he said she looked nice. He told Iris she looked amazing. Okay, yeah. There's a difference there.
Very strong difference.
I tweeted that. I was like, okay, Barry told Caitlin she looked nice, but he told Iris she looked amazing. So don't worry, people. It's okay.
It's fine.
Yes, we're not really getting a lot of stuff right now.
We will eventually.
We will.
I mean, look at Smallville. You had Lana first.
And everybody hates Klana.
And then Clark and Lois hated each other for, like, ever.
But everybody seems to hate Clark and Lana.
They were cute.
They were cute.
And then, like, you had, let's see, a different show, Lois and Clark. They didn't get together right away. They probably had a few scenes here and there in the beginning.
For the people that have actually watched the Lois and Clark TV show, can you tell us, like, if they were together from the beginning or if they got together later?
I highly doubt they were together in the beginning. I mean, I think I saw, because, like, I YouTubed it and I was watching
because I know they got married in, like, there was 4 seasons, and I think they got married in, like, season 3 or 4.
I think they got married towards the end of 3, and then the 4 didn't do so well because they were already married.
Yeah.
So, canceled.
I got
canceled. But, like, they didn't get together right away, because I remember they were friends or, like, flirting or something.
Well, I haven't really seen that many episodes of it. All the episodes that I've seen, they've pretty much been together of that show. So, I mean, for those that have actually seen all of it, can you, like, let us know, like, how that's different in the story of that? Because I'd like to know.
And if you guys watch Bones, it takes forever for those two to get together.
It does. And
they're always dating other people.
I'm not saying that I have an issue with waiting for a couple that I like to get together. It's just sometimes it can get kind of tedious and long and drawn out because they do it with, it seems like they do it with every single show. And it's like, I like that they're kind of addressing it differently with the Flash, and even though they're still not together yet, they had him confess to her within the first 9 episodes of the show. I mean, that doesn't happen with a couple usually. It usually takes longer than that.
Yeah, I mean, even Felicity is taken 3 seasons for him to say I love you.
Well, actually, he said I love you at the end of 2.
He did?
Yeah.
That was a trick, though. He didn't really mean it.
He still said it, though. And they kissed because there was a deleted scene right there.
That was deleted, so it wasn't put in there. So technically, that's not canon.
Okay, well, whatever. It took 3 seasons.
It took 3 seasons for him to actually say, with knowledge in his head and in his heart, that he did love her.
Yes.
And, you know,
and it took Barry
they're still not together.
9 episodes to tell Iris that he loved her.
With knowledge in his head and knowledge in his heart.
Oh, he's felt that way since he was a kid.
Since before he knew what love
meant. Since before he knew what the word love meant. But anyway, I know there's just a lot of people that are really upset with what's going on with Iris's character right now. They feel like she's being sidelined, and they don't feel like she's getting enough screen time.
It's season 1, people.
And they don't feel like she's getting enough development, and they feel like the way that she's acting since he confessed is kind of out of character for her. And I'm like,
she's dealing.
I'm like, okay, you can't expect stuff to happen right away. Yes, I would like her to acknowledge her feelings about it. And that's gonna start happening because of her seeing Barry with another woman.
Mm-hmm. I mean, seriously, okay, you guys have a crush on your friends. I know a lot of girls do, and a lot of guys do. Okay, you have crushes on your friends. That's probably normal.
How long has it taken you to tell them how you feel?
Have you even told them how you felt?
Yeah.
And if you did, how exactly did that go over?
Exactly.
Did it take them a long time to actually be okay with the fact that you're still their friend? Did you guys go out? Maybe.
I think the way
Sometimes
that
that
they're
happens,
I think the way that they're dealing with it is pretty realistic.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's dealing with the fact that the person she's told everything to, I mean, she probably talked about cramps and periods with the guy.
She probably did.
Like, she got scared she had her first period. She probably talked to him about it.
Well, it's not like she had a mom to talk to.
Exactly. He was her mom.
Well, Joe kind of filled that role too.
And Joe was the part where he fed her and stuff, cooked her meals.
Yeah, but
Probably
usually when there's
cleaned her
not a
room.
mother, like, the father kind of takes over
Yeah.
that role too.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she had an issue, she went to him.
Yeah, she did.
Every emotional issue, every crush she's probably ever had.
Every date, every broken heart,
And she's never really been on a date.
She's been on dates.
I think Eddie was like her first.
He was her first serious relationship,
Oh.
not her first date.
Okay. And
She dated a little bit, but she never really committed to anyone because she felt like her life was full because of Joe and Barry.
Yeah.
But she had dated people. At least that's what I gather from that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, okay, yes, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more with Barry and
At least
Iris
she
in
felt
this
comfortable
episode.
touching his hand.
Yeah.
We got hand
And
touches.
did you notice that she pulled it away really fast? Like, she kind of put it there, and then she was like, you know.
Yeah, like, she's still okay with him being her confidant,
Yeah.
but she's still kind of hesitant with
Yeah.
physical touching.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm actually surprised that they hugged in last week's episode because, you know, I know that it was out of excitement. It wasn't like really comfort. It was more like, yay, I got the job, you know, that type of thing. So
it was awkward after.
Yeah, so it was a different kind of hug.
Mm-hmm.
But if it had been more like what he did in the confession scene, then it probably would have been more awkward.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did like that scene in Jitters. I thought that was really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I really liked the scene with the flash in her.
Yeah, she took a picture.
Yes, she did. Oh, and when I was on Tumblr, there was actually somebody had made these GIFs of that scene with the Flash saying that Iris was a good reporter, and then a scene with the Blur telling Lois she was a good reporter. And they parallel, and it was like a parallel, and I was like, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Because they're always doing parallels with Lois and Clark now with Barry and Iris on Tumblr and stuff.
That should happen.
Yeah.
I mean, really, Lois and Clark are the epitome of a perfect superhero relationship.
They are.
And then, like, Barry and Iris are also the epitome of a perfect superhero relationship.
They are.
I think they even work together a lot better than Lois and Clark.
Oh, yeah.
But people hardly know about them.
Mm-hmm. The Flash isn't as popular as Superman.
Yeah, that's because Superman was the first DC hero. Well, roughly-ish, kind of. He's the most popular superhero ever. Even if you don't like comic books, you like Superman.
Yeah, you do. The Flash is kind of one of the underrated ones.
Yeah, everyone just knows the funny, goofy Flash that you see in the cartoons. That's not the only guy.
Mm-hmm.
There's been multiple Flashes, and multiple bad Flashes, reverse Flashes.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the ones we see in the cartoon are not Barry.
But anyway, yeah, I thought that was cute with the parallel, because he was like, Lois, you're a good reporter, and then, you know, it had the Flash saying, you're a good reporter, and I'm like,
yeah.
That's cool. But,
I forgot to watch the after show.
Me too.
I'm gonna watch that after this. We can watch it together after this.
Okay. I'm glad that, that she talked to him again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm gonna plug it, stream.tv here on
yeah,
YouTube.
just watch the after show, people. It's awesome.
It is. I mean, watch us too.
Watch us too.
But, I mean, come on. you have
Shameless
someone...
self-promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Oh, we're awesome. They're awesome. They have someone on there.
Obviously you think we're awesome or you wouldn't watch our videos.
Right.
Because we have over 2,000 views on our channel. So thank you.
Yes, thank you. We should do something.
We should.
I don't know what we should do.
Maybe we should wait till we get some more subscribers.
Yeah, we have 13.
We have 13 right now. So maybe if we get to like 20,
yeah,
we'll do something.
Yeah.
We'll do something special.
Yeah. Maybe we can figure out a live thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Or maybe we'll make a Twitter page for this.
Yeah, we could do that or something like that.
Something.
If you have any suggestions, let us know.
Because, I mean, even though you guys hardly comment, we know that you guys like what we do because there wouldn't be so many views on our stuff. So, if you guys don't want to talk to us, maybe you want to talk to each other. And that would be why we could do the Twitter thing or whatever.
We could create a Twitter page and people could could send us questions or
and it'd be a lot easier than doing it on YouTube. You know, just hashtag.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hardly use Twitter, so.
Yeah, we would have to come up with like hashtag spoils or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll think about it. We'll discuss that later.
Yeah. So tell your friends about us and we'll get to 20 views and 20 subscribers and we can do that. Or something else. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, seriously, if you guys have suggestions of what we should do, let us know because we could do the things that we were talking about, but we also would like to hear from you guys if you want something specific.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we could always figure out how to do a live chat.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know, you guys ask us questions if we get
viewers.
So
we'll just try stuff. We'll see what works.
Yeah. But we need you guys' input, so you guys got to start talking to us.
Yes. And I'll start posting these in more places too because I posted the last week's review on Fan Forum. So for those of you that watched in the Barry and Iris thread on Fan Forum, thank you. And I'm glad that you liked our videos and that you gave me a little bit of feedback on what you liked.
Yeah, so we need feedback. So let's keep up with that.
Yes. I don't know your names. I don't remember all your names, but yeah, thank you for the ones that watched.
And before we continue, because we still have like the latter half of the episode to talk about, this is like commercial break.
And we kind of went into a rant about couples, but
it's like our version of the commercial break. Let's plug in Jeremiah. That's his name, right?
Jeremiah Vink, who has been commenting on our Harrison Wells character video. Thank you. So we're giving a shout out to you because you're awesome, and I'm glad that you think we're awesome.
Right.
And that you enjoyed our video. And thank you to all the 139 other people that watched our video. Yeah. Because that's like one of our most watched videos. And I mean, I can understand why, because it's Harrison Wells. And everybody's like, Harrison Wells, who is this man? You know. But yeah, thank you for all the people that have been watching it.
Yeah. And yeah. So, if you're watching this, Cassidy?
Yes.
Comment, okay?
Yes, Cassidy, who is one of our friends. he was like, he watches our videos, and he was like, okay, I it's like I'm talking to you, but I can't respond, and you don't know my name. And I was like, well, you can just comment. Like, yeah, you can always comment. It's fine.
If like we only get to hang out with you about once a week, so if you comment and we can, if there's something that we said that you want to elaborate more on, or that you want to add to something, just comment and like we'll reply to you. Yeah, and we'll plug you in. Yeah, like we just do with Jeremiah,
and you'll get a shout out from us.
Yeah. Because our shout-outs count. They're awesome.
Yes, they do. Woo woo. Okay. Anyway, yes, comment. Please, because we want to hear from you.
Yeah, we care about what you guys think.
We do.
So, yeah. Okay. So, let's talk about the latter half of the episode.
Okay. Well, We definitely need to talk about the Metahuman because
Peekaboo.
She had.
I like how Caitlin named her.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I don't get to name one.
And she had a pretty big part in this episode.
She did.
I liked that she could teleport. I thought she had a really cool power. And she was like, nobody's been able to keep up with me, and like, you know, the Flash did. And
he left me here.
Yeah, that was.
It was. But what I'm confused about is every time she teleports, she leaves behind traces of herself. So.
That's interesting.
If that happens, like, continuously.
Won't she just, like, disappear?
Yeah, won't there be, like, nothing left? I don't know.
She just disappeared into thin air because when she teleports, she disappears momentarily into thin air.
Yeah.
So wouldn't she just completely disappear and never return again? I mean, I would like to have the power to teleport, but I wouldn't want to like
lose part of
myself every time.
No.
So
I don't want that part
if I was able to do it without that happening, then yes, I would love that power.
Exactly what I said. Yeah. Exactly what I was thinking.
Exactly what you said.
Yeah. What I said, not what she said. What I said. Because I'm better than she is. And not you. I'm pointing at my door.
Let's go. Let's not get into that again. I won't be able to stop.
Okay, so let's see. We had Henry. That's his name, right?
Yes.
He got stabbed and punched.
He didn't look like he got stabbed, though. He just looked like he got punched.
Well, he probably got stabbed in the midsection, which was covered by blanket.
Yeah, that's true. But there really wasn't any like evidence of him being stabbed.
Yeah. My dad was stabbed.
They probably already fixed him up, and that's why he was in the hospital bed. But anyway, I always liked the Henry and Barry scenes. Always. And so I of course liked this scene with him and his dad. And, you know, he's like, well, if my son was the Flash, I would tell him, you know, that it's dangerous and to be careful and that he's a hero and he's saving a lot of lives.
And I'm proud of him.
And that his dad is proud of him. And I'm just like, aww.
Like, oh, he knows.
That's so sweet.
She cried.
I didn't cry. I just kind of was like, that's sweet. I had water in my eyes, but the tears did not fall. Okay. That type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You teared up.
I did.
That's different than crying.
I teared up, but I didn't cry.
Okay. I didn't tear up or cry or anything. I was on Facebook. I paid attention to the episode, but I was on Facebook.
Yeah, I was paying attention to the episode, but I was also live tweeting at the same time. So, like, there were times where I wasn't looking up at it, but I was hearing what was going on. And because I wanted to tweet something, so.
Yeah. That's why I don't take notes in class. Because I'm, like, writing stuff down, but I don't hear. Like, I'm trying to listen, but I'm trying to concentrate, so. That's why I don't really. Yeah.
I thought Cisco was really good in this episode.
He was. And
I really liked
what I didn't like was that he actually freed the guy.
I didn't like that he freed Harley either.
But, you know.
Yeah, but I think,
I'm kind of glad he did because we needed to find out what happened to Ronnie.
We did. So I mean, there was a plus to it. Because if he hadn't released him, then we wouldn't have found out what happened to him.
Yeah. And we won't get another chess game episode.
Yeah.
But now we will. So.
Sorry, I was just seeing what time it was.
Yeah, we still have about an hour before Arrow tonight.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I did like the Caitlin stuff, even though I wasn't like all about Snowberry. I liked the moments that they had.
Yeah, they're really cute friends.
They are. He cares about her, but he doesn't love her. He loves her as a friend.
Yeah.
But not as a romantic partner.
She's like family now.
Yeah, she's like his family. Cisco and Caitlin are, like, his family.
They're like cousins. You don't date cousins.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, why would he, like, if he wanted to like, move on and date somebody else, wouldn't he have just chosen Caitlin if he really did love her that way? Instead, he's going with Linda.
Mm-hmm.
So, what does that tell you? I mean, think about it.
I mean, seriously, Caitlyn was probably the first body he could have gotten his look and could have snapped, you know. He didn't.
Yeah. And I did like Linda. I thought she was very,
interesting.
She was. She I think she kind of impressed him.
Yeah.
I think that
because she showed him a technology he hadn't known.
Yeah, and I think that she just, the way she came off, she knew who she was. She was very sure of herself and very confident and secure. And she didn't, she wasn't like, oh, I'm here because this happened and all this stuff. Like, she knew what she wanted and she went after it.
Mm-hmm.
That type of thing.
Yeah.
And
which is very Iris-like.
Yes.
So, do with that what you will.
Yeah. You tend to date people that look similar to the person that you actually really like.
Mm-hmm. And act similar.
Yeah. And I loved how it was at the end when he went to Central City Picture News.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm not here for you. And she's like, no?
I'm picking someone up for a date.
Yeah.
The look on her face.
And then Linda and Iris meet.
Mm-hmm. I didn't picture Linda doing sports.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that seems slightly out of character, but we don't really know her character yet.
Yeah, we don't really, I mean, I don't know if Linda in the comics did sports, if she was a sports writer.
I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
Maybe Devon talks about that. We might get to learn a little bit more later.
For other people that, like, know more about Linda and Wally and that part of the stuff, like, that history, if she was a sports writer, can you let us know?
Yeah. Was Linda in newspapers?
I think so. I'm not really sure. That's why I want them to tell us.
Yeah, because, I mean,
I don't really know much about
Linda and Iris happened in different times, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Because in the comics, Linda and Wally West were married.
Mm-hmm. And Wally West is how much later after Barry?
I don't know.
Like, it's not happening in the same time.
No,
right?
it's a different timeline.
Yeah. Like,
that's why people
not like a different timeline, but like further down the timeline.
Yeah, that's why people were like, why are they bringing Linda on now if Wally West isn't on the show?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people were not really happy about that.
Hey, we need a Kid Flash.
We do, and they did say that they were going to bring Wally on at some point.
Yeah.
We just don't know when yet.
Mm-hmm. What's going to get really confusing for me is that Kid Flash's outfit does kind of resemble the Reverse Flash's outfit. At least on the cartoon Young Justice it did.
They might not go with that, though. Just because of how they have the Reverse Flash costume. Mm-hmm. They might go with something a little bit different.
But the circle around the lightning is black on Kid Flash, I think.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they might go with something a little bit different. I guess we'll find out when we see it.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, okay, and I also did really like the singing. Even though Caitlin was singing bad.
Mm-hmm. Which Danielle Panabaker can sing.
Yeah, she can. Most actors can sing. Most actors have the talent to sing, act, dance, whatever. They're usually like triple threats and can do all those things. They're multi-talented. It was just great to hear Grant sing again because he sang on Glee and he hadn't been on the show for a few years. And so it was just nice to hear that again, and I was excited for it. Mm-hmm. And when I found out it was going to be a Grease song, I was even more excited because that's one of my favorite songs from that movie. So
a movie which I haven't seen. I don't really
even though they sing just a little part of the song, it was still nice. Mm-hmm. At least his part of it was.
I was like, wait, what's she saying?
Yeah, his part of it was nice.
Yeah. Linda was right. Good voice. Mm-hmm. But of course I already knew that. Yes. So I guess all that's left is Grodd?
Yes, Gorilla Grodd was introduced at the very end of the episode.
Yeah.
Yay!
Kind of anticlimactic for me.
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, because, like, I know the Grodd character. Like, I mean, I don't know him, you know? Like, I know more about the Flash than I do Grodd. But, I just, like, I like the, like, Justice League version and stuff like that, so I'm excited for Grodd, but he wasn't really what I pictured.
Well, we'll probably see a lot more of that later.
Yeah, I kind of pictured him writing a little neater than that too,
because he was just introduced on this one. Yeah, so we'll see a lot more in the coming ones.
Maybe he gets more smarter and more pronounced probably as the seasons go on. But like I just said, I expected his writing to be a lot neater because he's like the smart thing. Yeah, he's smart and like gets away with a lot of crap.
See, we just saw him underground right now. We didn't really see him interacting with other people.
Yeah, but he scratched his name into the wall. Yeah. And it was like hella sloppy.
It was. Maybe like him being down there, or maybe like what Wells did to him, like his experiments on him did something to him. And that's why like it's really sloppy on the wall and stuff.
Maybe he's just learning?
Maybe he's like having to relearn. Because of the experiments that Wells did to him.
Or maybe the experiments in this version is what made him into the Gorilla Grodd that we know.
I don't know.
Because I don't think they're going to do Gorilla City.
We'll probably find more about that. I'm sure as stuff about Wells starts coming out in these coming episodes, we'll find out more about how Grodd is connected.
Yeah, especially once Grodd starts, like, going out above ground and, like, attacking people and
because he got out of the cage that Wells had him in.
Yeah, once he becomes, like, this big bad that Barry has to fight. I almost said Wally. That Barry has to fight. Then it's going to come out that Wells created that. Like, it's another thing that he created that is destroying the city. Yeah. The Arrow should totally go to him and go, "You have failed this city.
You have failed this city."
Okay, you're dead. We're done with that. So, yeah.
But yeah, overall, I thought that it was an okay episode. It wasn't, of the three that they've shown so far from the back half, I think it's probably the weakest. And I hate to say that about The Flash because I love the show. Yeah. But I wasn't like super excited about it. I mean, I was excited for the stills that we got because it had like Iris and it had that Iris and Barry scene in Jitters, and it had her like with talking to the Flash. And I was excited about that stuff. And I did like those scenes a lot. Yeah. But overall, it wasn't one of the better episodes in my opinion. So. Yeah, so I think as like the next 2 or 3 episodes are going to get really good because the next week's episode is where we see Ronnie and Stein and Firestorm. And then I think after that, I'm not really sure what happens in episode 14 yet because they haven't released the synopsis for it. But I know that 15 is the time travel one. So some of the ones that are coming
up... Is it 15 the one with the explosions?
I think so. It's either 15 or 16. It's one of those two. Because I think the Weather Wizard is on both of those. And in episode 15 is the first one with the time travel. So I don't know how, like, what's going to happen. But yeah, Candace Patton said that episode 15 is going to be epic. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Because probably a lot of stuff is going to go down in that episode.
I really hope they don't resolve the Barry Iris awkwardness that quick.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are coming up with theories for what they think that kiss is, and they think that because he relives the day twice, like a Groundhog Day type thing, that it's going to have something to do with him, like, living that or something like that, and then the next day it plays again, but it's, like, a different scenario, and, like, she doesn't remember it or whatever when he's back to present time and things like that. And I'm like, yeah, that could be it. I don't really... I haven't really analyzed it all that much, but it's probably going to be different than what we expect, though. Yeah. I mean, regardless, we're getting a kiss, so I'm excited about it. Yeah. No matter how it happens.
Yeah. So all those people complaining about Snowberry, come on. He hasn't kissed her.
The writers are just it's fan service. They're just doing it for the fans. And then after that, they're going to be like, okay, we've done our episode making the fans happy. Now we're going to go back to Barry and Iris. And the awkwardness of her dealing with her feelings now that he's with Linda.
Yeah.
Because there is an episode coming up where Iris and Eddie and Barry and Linda go on a double date. And we're going to see that awkwardness. So.
Can't wait.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the next episode or if it's, like, one of the ones after that. It's probably the next one, I would assume. Because that's when he goes out with Linda on that date. So it might be that one.
And, I mean, if I were Iris, I would want to get to know that chick, like, now.
Yeah, because apparently they become friends later on.
Yeah.
And in some of the interviews...
Of course, she probably doesn't know that Linda almost got naked with Barry on the couch. So...
Well, and yesterday, before the episode, they had a bunch of interviews that came out with Malish Zhao, who plays Linda Park. And,
because I'm totally not going to remember that name.
She was on Vampire Diaries and stuff like that, I guess. But anyway, and she was on Star-Crossed.
Haven't seen that.
But anyway, she was saying in the interviews that, yeah, like, as the truth starts coming out and people find out, because Eddie does find out about the confession, and I guess Linda and Caitlin and all of them know about it. And so, like once that stuff comes out, then people start, like, showing their, true colors and things like that.
And, like, who they really ship.
Like you see how Linda deals with it. You see how Eddie and how Caitlin and how everybody else deals with it. And,
who else is probably just fine.
And then she said that she said the double date thing is kind of fun because you get to see it from Iris' point of view and stuff like that.
Okay, well, I kind of think we talked a little long about this episode.
I'm sorry. We went into a rant about the couple thing.
And it didn't help that we laughed forever.
It didn't, but that was so funny.
That was totally I did not mean for that.
That was hilarious.
Okay, so thanks for watching.
Yeah, hope that you are okay with sitting there for 37 minutes and watching us and our randomness.
Yes. Do you want to mention that now, or do you want to just mention it on a character video?
What?
The characters.
Oh, we can mention it on a character video.
Okay. So catch us next week around this time for our thoughts on next week's episode, episode 13.
The Nuclear Man.
Mm-hmm. And catch us in a few minutes for Supernatural. And then catch us tomorrow for The Arrow.
Yes.
And then you can catch us next Wednesday for the Supernatural and next Thursday for the next Arrow. So, yeah. Until next time.
Keep believing in the impossible.